Hello everyone, and welcome back to another The Most Forbidden Love in the World video. I'll be real honest with you guys, I don't really know what happened last time. Let's see if I can remember. Okay, now I remember. Osamu went on a walk with Asami, and she's inviting him into her place, which I don't know why? Huh. Which I'm so curious about. And there's also Rinko. She was holding on to Matsuru's tongue right there, using her crush against her. But enough of me rambling on about. Let's find out what happens. Okay, load data. Oh, there's a choice. Huh? Why is this highlighted? Huh. I should go home, if it's only for a little bit. Okay, so what was her thing again? Her words rang in my ears like a voice from the past. So she's inviting me inside. Let's see here. I really want to be careful here, because I don't know if I'm gonna be given another choice if I go with the second one. If I go with the second one, it's probably gonna trigger an eroge scene. But I also would want to have a choice in the matter of him deciding to leave, like, as soon as things starts getting, like, touchy, you know? But also, I don't know if Rinko has Asami, like blackmailed or some shit. Interesting. You know, I really want to go with the second one. Alright. I know what to do. Okay. And it's the only trick I know. Okay. Meeny, miny, miny, mo. I don't know what to choose, so I'm going to let my finger decide in 3, 2, 1. First one. I'm going with the first one. Okay. I appreciate your concern, but... Huh? But... I don't think it was silly. Thank you for inviting me. It made me happy. And I'm not just saying that. I had turned into a man who could turn down the Asami from 5 years ago with words alone. Ooh. You don't need to apologize that many times. And I don't think that way. If I did, I wouldn't be meeting her every week, nor would I be drinking or having dinners with her. I wouldn't be smiling in her presence. Fuck, I don't know if I messed up. Maybe I should have gone with the second one. Okay, I can't back it down. I can't back down. Okay. We did make up. There's no bad blood between us. Yes. So this was my fault. My fault for feeling an odd shiver during the meaningless small talk we just had. It was my fault for wanting desperately to confirm whether or not my own happiness still aligned with Toko's. Good night. Be careful with the oil heater. The hair is very dry these days. And good night, Asami. After using a vapid disaster prevention lane to lighten the mood, I turned my back to her. After all, there was no bad blood between us. Our relationship was perfectly healthy, much like it was 8 years ago when we were a senior and underclassmen at a club. Fuck! Asami, don't give me those puppy eyes. You're making me regret my decision. Fuck. What's going on now? Having gone into the convenience store at a temporary respite from the cold, exiting the store into the chilly evening winter breeze made me want to step right back inside again. However, I was the kind of timid person that started feeling awkward after 10 or so minutes of dawdling around in a public establishment, so going in after I had already left was a bit too much for me. It's already past 11, huh? I glanced at the watch on my left wrist, slightly raising the plastic bag currently filled with pizza-flavored potato chips. The minute and hour hands were forming a small triangle. I guess it was about time I went back. Still, it was surprisingly noisy here at this late hour. I thought it was a calm neighborhood like East Hagamori.
それマジ?
Ooh, what's going on here? Is he about to get mugged?
ああ、近くなんだってよ。行ってみようぜ。
Hmm? Now that I looked at it, everyone seemed to be heading in the same direction. Oh, is there an accident? They were going towards the area I had just came from, opposite of the station.
本当なのね。いつもの狂言じゃないわよね。
What's going on?
本当だよ。サイレントの音で飛び起きたよ。
サイレントがなんで音がするのよ。
What's going on? Sirens?
おい、あっちなんだな。
ほんの5
It's
分
getting
くらい
louder.
前にバーンって大きな音がして、あっという間に燃え広がったみたい。
What fire? Everyone seemed to be heading towards.
ガス爆発かな。
Don't tell me.
わかんない。なんでもアパートの1階から出火して2階の人が逃げ遅れて
Oh
るとか
my,
なん
do
と
not
か。
tell me. Do not tell me it's Asami, please. It couldn't be, could it? The fire truck was heading in my direction, so the fire started on the first floor, and there was a person still stuck on the second. Yeah, right. That stuff only happens in the movies. The fire truck was most likely just passing by. It might have been heading in the same direction, but not the exact same place. Besides, this neighborhood was full of two-story apartments. In conclusion, the possibility of it being Asami's apartment was exceedingly low. I'm sorry, I'm in a hurry. But it wasn't impossible. Asami might have been calling herself Koena right now, but just 2 years ago, she carried the name of Yoshimura, the sponge of all of the world's misfortune. I knew it would have been imprudent, but I nearly yelled out loud how appropriate it was that she used to be related to me. After all, that was her house being consumed by the flames over there. Oh no! Oh no, Asami! Why? Why are y'all making me feel like shit for choosing the first one? All I wanted was to not piss off Mitoko. This game punishes me in all different ways. Asami! We parted ways at the exact spot 10 minutes ago.
ちょっとあんた、やばいって今。
I can see that for myself.
消防隊員に任せろよ。もうそこまで来てるから。
I haven't got a second to waste. The fire hadn't yet spread to the stairs, so I somehow managed to get up to the second floor. But the intense heat filling the corridor was not something I could endure for long without the proper gear. Asami! Asami! The door was so hot I burned my knuckles by merely knocking on it. That completely rolled out an opening in it in a normal way. Ooh, he's... Damn it! Fuck! I had no more time to waste. If my bare hands couldn't take it, then perhaps my feet, protected by shoes, could. Come on! Please! Open up! My fifth kick finally blew the door of room 203 off its hinges. Fresh air invaded the room, bolstering the flames even further. Asami! But this was my chance. I wrapped my jacket around my head and jumped into Asami's room, answering her invitation from 10 minutes ago. Are you in here? Answer me, Asami! The interior of the room was quite a bit different from what I had imagined. It was a mess, just like Asami had claimed, but rather than being untidy, it was more like a war zone, with pieces of what used to be furniture littering the entire space. Asami? Asami? The oak cupboard, the white round table, the closet with one handle missing. Eh? Familiar covers sizzling on the shelf. That bulky 27-inch CRT TV. The cups we picked together, lying on the floor. Oh, god damn it, man. This game. What is this? I felt a deep sense of incongruity at this place. I was expecting it to be a completely unfamiliar place, but it was the exact opposite. Oh, I hear her voice. Asami? This was definitely not the time to get lost in my own world. Pointless thoughts. There was something much more important I needed to be doing right now. Where is she? Asami, where are you? She's outside? Oh my Osamu, you fucking idiot, man. Which room is that? Eh? Outside? As in, the same place I just came from myself? Eh? Oh, Osamu, you dumbass. A nice dumbass. Let that be known. Intermission with Midoko right there. I wonder how Midoko's gonna react. Is he at the ambulance? Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. I just click? Yeah.
どうぞ吉村様。大丈夫ですか？
Huh?
ええ、本当に申し訳ありませんでした。車まで出していただいて。
吉村って呼ばれたのに、どうしてあなたが答えるのよ。大丈夫？おさむくん。ちゃんと降りられる？
Hmm?
こっちよ、おさむ。
What the hell is going on?
はは。
I'm confused. Did Osamu get crushed by debris and go to a hospital and then was finally out? I'm confused.
こりゃまた。
見事にやっちゃったね。
Hello everyone. I'm sorry for worrying you all. Sunday noon. The following day after that eventful Saturday, I found myself stepping on the soil of the terrace house in Osaka for the first time in a while. What do you like, cast? Okay, okay, well, it's better than a coma, which could have been like months, but one day, I'll take one day. In the end, the cause of the fire turned out to be the gas stove that the person on the first floor pulled out of the closet after a year of no use or maintenance. The police were still investigating whether it was a faulty setup or a deteriorated mechanism, but the person in question was lucky enough not to get hurt in the ordeal. All the other tenants left their houses after hearing a loud sound and evacuated as soon as they saw the flame spread. No one got hurt there either. Oh man.
おさむくん、お布団敷いてきたよ。さ、こっち捕まって。
Miss Kai is finally wearing something different now.
いいえ、結構ですから。さ、おさむ、左の靴脱がすから、ちょっとだけ我慢して。
What the hell is going on? Is everyone taking care of Osamu now? Kai is jealous. Asami, the very person who had me so worried, was right here, safe and sound. Apparently, she noticed that her tea strainer was broken, so she left the house to go to a nearby 100-yen shop. I feel like she didn't really need to put that much effort into my tea, but in the end, that might have been what saved her.
はい、こっちに体つけて。松葉杖持てる？
Thanks.
すいません。通りますので、そこどいてください。
Ooh, is she saying that to Miss Kaya? As such, despite the scope of the fire, there was no casualties and the only one person got hurt in the end. I would probably have been having a sigh of relief right about now if that one person hadn't been me.
ゆっくりゆっくりね。痛かったら私に捕まって。
It's okay, I got to get used to the crutch anyways. I mean, I'll be living with it for a while.
そう？無理しなくてもいいのに。
Is Himio jealous too? What is going on? It looks like Osamu finally hit his popular phase. The doctor said it would take at least a month for me to recover. I jumped out from the second floor window of a burning apartment and my perfect landing netted me a fractured leg. Oh, that sounds like it hurts. Oh my. Landing on your feet from the second floor. Damn. Although, I probably should have been celebrating the fact I didn't suffer any severe burns.
さ、入って。すぐに横になりましょう。
大丈夫？おさむくん。本当痛くない？
Is it winter already? Everyone's in winter attire right now. Yeah, I'd say the aesthetic is still doing... And yeah, I'd say the anesthetics is still doing its thing. I'm sorry for causing you to worry, Toko.
私は夜中に電話があった後大騒ぎだったんだから、大家さん真っ青になってガタガタ震えて、それでも着替え用意してすぐ病院に飛んでったんだからね。トコちゃんに100回謝って1000回感謝しなさいよ。
Alright, Himio, chill. I'm sorry.
いいよ、そんな風に言わなくても当たり前のことしただけだもん。本当に意味のない無茶をしてまた職を失っても知らないわよ。当然姫様がかばってくれるんだよね。あんたの部下なんだからさ。
Yeah, Himio, come on. Give Osamu a break.
それはそうだけど、なんだか釈然としない。
皆さん、昨日今日とおさむがいろいろお世話になりました。
先生。だからあなたに感謝される言われは。
本当にありがとうございました。それでは失礼します。
Huh? Did she just take Osamu?
あれ？
さあ、おさむ。
What?
何かあったら声かけてね。遠慮しないで。だって私のせいだもの。
Just like that? She's just gonna take him for herself just like that? I mean, I understand Osamu where she's coming from. She part of feels really bad for causing Osamu to break his leg. But shit. I don't think she knows what she walked into here. I mean, you got Kaya, Mitoko, and Himio. I don't think it's gonna work out for her.
ちょっと待ちなさいよ。どさくさに紛れて私たちを締め出したわね。
And lock them outside too. Holy.
すいません。もう少し静かにしていただけませんか。これじゃおさまがゆっくり休めないじゃないですか。
Oh shit, Asami.
何それ。何が先生のせいだって。勝手におさむくんの行動を自分のためって決めないでよ。先生。
火事と修羅場は東萩森の花なんて申しまして。
こうなりゃ面白いとは思ってたけど、まさか本当にこうなるとは。
出火原因は焼けぼっくいの残り火かな。
はっつぁんに一枚やっておれ。
開けなさいよ。開けて。なんだかとっても納得いかない。
I wonder why it's pissing you off, Himio. I wonder why. Alright. Oh, opening again. Okay, well, chapter 11.
第11話。
The hardening battle of the bride and the mother-in-law. What does that even mean? My brain couldn't register that title. It's probably because of that 12-hour shift I just had.
というわけで、こんなことに私には怪我一つありませんでした。みんなにも心配かけちゃってごめんなさい。
Alright.
でもしばらくはいろいろと忙しくなるから学校に顔を出せないことも多くなると思います。みんなもうすぐ受験なのに本当にごめんね。
そんなのいいって。大変
なのは先生の方なんだからね。
そうそう、困った時はお互い様じゃん。
いろいろと忙しくなるか。
先生気の毒だね。いくら怪我がなかったって言ってもついてないよね。
そのはずなんだけど、全然落ち込んでないように見えるのは気のせい？
She doesn't seem that depressed. You might be onto something, Rinko.
そんなことないって。そういう気持ちをお首にも見せないところが教育のプロなんだと思うな。
You know, I'm starting to regret not going with the first option. I only regretted going with the second option. I mean the second option. I only regretted not going with the second option because I'm like, well, it's probably gonna break Miyuko's heart and all that if I stay at her place and possibly trigger an eroge scene. But it looks like the fire was gonna happen eventually. But now, I mean, just look what's happening. Osamu now has a broken leg for thinking Asami was still in the apartment, and now Asami basically has Osamu in her hands. Well, gotta live with my choices, as one says.
一応授業の方で私が出られないときはなるべく鈴村先生に代理をお願いしています。
ってなんだよ、自習じゃないのかよ。
No self-studying.
篠原、あんた不謹慎。先生、家も家具もみんな焼けちゃって大変なんだよ。あんたには想像力ってものがないの？
ああ、そのことなら大丈夫よ。一応家財道具も保険に入ってたから。
Oh,
動
that's
作がし
good.
のげればなんとかなると思うわ。
でも住むところは全焼しちゃったんでしょ？
Yeah, where are you going to live, Osamu? And it better not be a boarding house.
そっちも心配ないから、知人のところに世話になって。
An acquaintance. Sure, Osamu. I think I know which acquaintance that is.
それじゃあ筆跡を取るわね。
とこちゃん、どうしたの？そんな怖い顔して。
先生の家に続いて今度はどこが炎上してる？
Alright, back to Osamu's room.
はい、背中おしまい。
And Osamu's here
じゃあ
too.
今度は前やるわね。
Right. As the warm and moist towel drew away from my back, I could feel the refreshing sensation of the cool air caressing my skin. Asami moved to the sink to soak the towel in hot water again. This time, she sat in front of me and began to work on my shoulders.
本当に足以外は大丈夫だった？左手ちゃんと動く？
It's been doing just fine since yesterday. Look. Why was she worried specifically about the left without ever mentioning the right? That also kind of brought attention to how there was no need for her to wash my front when I could use my arms just fine.
右手上げて。
Okay. I raised it like she ordered and had my armpit and the skin below it scrubbed in a deliberate and thorough manner.
次、左。
Okay. If that wasn't enough, she also didn't seem to mind changing her clothes in front of me, or sleeping in the same room. It had been a while since I'd seen her defenseless, sleeping face. Well, I guess it makes sense. They were husband and wife before, so, and they probably already seen each other naked before, so it's probably nothing for them. Looking at her acting unreserved like this, I couldn't help but remember that at one point I was married to this woman.
どうしてあんな無茶したのよ。
Eh?
あんなに燃えてた部屋の中に飛び込むなんて、こうして生きてるのが不思議なくらいなのよ。
Well...
ねえ、どうして？
Why? I didn't know how to answer anxious yet expectant look.
私のこと恨んでたんじゃないの？ 心の底では疎ましく思ってたんじゃないの？
He sees you every week. How does he find your existence unpleasant, Asami? Make it make sense. Nor did I know what to make of her obvious attempt at trying to get words of denial out of me. You know, I could never feel that way.
どうしてねえ、どうして思うわけないの？
Why was she so forceful today? Do you even need to ask? I mean, we were married once.
おさむ
I didn't know what to do.
ねえおさむ、あなたって本当に愚かね。
Well, that's why I got divorced. Oh. No, I'm sorry. I meant I got laid off. Let's go with that. I didn't know how to react, so I ended up mixing gratitude, sarcasm, jokes, and honest feelings into one confusing blend of an answer.
うん、間違いじゃないし、私があなたに一生消えないひどい仕打ちをしたのは。
By the way, what about your house? Are you sure you have time to waste on me right now? I knew my quick changing of the subject felt forced, but I was confident I could make it work, seeing how it was a fairly legitimate question. After all, Asami was clearly the one who had lost the most in that fire.
大丈夫よ。保険会社の人が全部やってくれるわ。ちょっと時間はかかるけど、ほぼ全額戻ると思う。
That sounds good, but what are you planning to do right now? Will your real estate agent prepare a new place for you in exchange or something?
どうなのかしら。まだ話してないからわからない。
You haven't spoken to them yet. You should talk to them as soon as possible. Nothing good comes from just accepting things as they are, especially when it comes to you, Asami. I know you have a hard time being assertive.
あなただっていい勝負じゃない。そういえば、二人して断れずに新聞5つも取ってたわよね。
That's in the past. I almost teared up from her sheer nostalgia, so I kind of wish she would give it a rest.
まあ、あなたのギプスが取れるまであと一月あるし、その間にゆっくりと考えるわ。
She had already made up her mind before I could even try and dissuade her from wasting precious time on me. No getting out of this, then. I knew she would never give in. Right. Did any of your things survive?
それがね、夕方現場に行ってみたけど、物の見事に全部消し済みだったわ。いいのよ。もともと古いものばかりだし、それに安物ばかりだったから。
Asami, I witnessed the insides of her apartment for but a few seconds before the flames consumed it all, but
まあ、ちょっとばかり辛かったけどね。何しろ古くて安いものばかりだったから。
the oak cupboard, the white round table, the closet with one handle missing, the familiar cover sizzling on the shelf, that bulky 27-inch CRT TV. Asami?
何？
The cups we picked together on our marriage anniversary lying shattered on the floor. No, it's nothing.
そう。
It was nothing. Pieces of furniture, just a bit too large for someone living alone. All of them showing signs of heavy use and being cheap enough to be afforded with the salary of an office clerk fresh and on the job. One normally wouldn't keep all that just for the sake of convenience, or because they felt it would be a waste to throw them away. All of those were a part of our old life together.
確かに一つ一つのものたちに思い出は宿ってたけど。でも、一つ一つの思い出を宿らせたものが無事だったんだもの。
Asami, did she mean?
さてと、上半身終わり。じゃあ、ズボンとパンツ脱いで。
What? Pants and underwear? You don't need to do that. I'm perfectly able to take care of that myself. Oh man, I got a burp. At that moment, a terrifying thought crossed my mind. And what would that be, Osamu? What would happen when I needed to go to the toilet? ... What's going on?
だからそういうこと言ってるんじゃないのよ。
Oh, it's Himio and Asami. Oh, and Midoko.
本当にすいません。いろいろとご迷惑をおかけしてしまって。
And Kaya. Ooh, all four of them are here.
あなた住んでたアパートが焼けたのよ。自分全財産が灰になっちゃったってのに、どうしてそんなにのんきなのよ。
That's true.
幸いなことに現金やカード類は無傷でした。私バッグの中にほとんど全財産持ち歩いてて。
それはそれでひったくりにあっただけで全財産失うわよ。だいたいね、あなた今のおさむさんとは何の関係もないでしょ。言ったよ。
Oh, she up and said it.
それはそうですけど、でも今のままだとおさむの生活に支障がありますし。
聞いてないよ。彼の面倒を見てくれる人なら他にもたくさんいるじゃない。アパートの住人もいるし、ヘルパーを雇ってもいいし、なんならその
I think she wants to do the last one right there.
いえ、ですからこれ以上皆さんにご迷惑をおかけするわけには。
私なら何時の隣人をたっぷり愛してあげるんだけどな。あなた味方しないなら黙ってなさいよ。なんだろうこの三すくみ。それにおさむさんだって別れた奥さんにいつまでも身の回りの世話されてたらいろいろといたたまれないに決まってるでしょ。
ええ、おさむにも悪いと思ってます。でも怪我したのは私の責任ですから。
なんて都合のいい解釈。
おさむの怪我が完治したら出ていきます。だから今はいろいろとご面倒をおかけするかもしれませんが、今後ともよろしくお願いしますね。
話にならないわよ。
Oh shit, Himi was mad. What? Did she hit Midoko?
というか先生、あなた話し合う気ないでしょ。
ごめんなさい。
話終わった？おさむくんのご飯できたんだけど。
ごめんねみとこちゃん、食事まで用意してもらっちゃって。
いいよ、ついでだもん。じゃあ私運んでくるね。
Okay. She went on to go feed Osamu.
おさむの食事の時間なのでこの辺で。
And now Osamu's left.
お疲れ。
それで沢島さん、実は一つ大変厚かましいお願いがあるんですが。
What are you gonna ask?
何よ。
お宅のお風呂を貸していただけないかしら。おさむしばらく戦闘がゆいは無理だから。すいません、やっぱり無理ですよね。せめて先発してあげたかったんだけど。
しかも一緒に入る気満々。
それは仕方ないです。怪我したのは私の責任ですから。
Asami, he can wash himself. His arms are okay. It's just his leg that's broken.
なんて好都合な真実。あなたね。
ダメでしょうか。体拭くだけだとどうしても限界があるので。
少しは聞きなさいよ。負け負け。私らの負け。せめて水着着用とかそっちで妥協しなさい。
考えてみてくれませんか。もちろん水道代やガス代は負担しますので。
それ以上言わなくていいから勝手に掴みなさいよ。
Oh, she just gave in.
ありがとうございます。よかった。おさむも喜ぶと思います。
I don't think so, Asami.
だったね。限界。
それじゃあ一度部屋に戻ります。また8時頃伺いますので。
ね、先生、ちょっと聞きたいんだけどさ。
はい。
あなたがそうやってなりふり構わずおさむくんの面倒を見るのはなんでか。
だからそれは私のせいで。
元妻っていう義務感、怪我の責任を感じて、捨てた男への罪滅ぼし。それともそれ以外に何か
Or something else.
ちょっと
This part really is that something else.
答えらんない。
そうですね。
And she can't answer.
全部のせでお願いしようかしら。
And she left.
なんなのよあれ。やるね先生。 あんな着物座った人だと思わなかった。
Alright, we gonna follow Mitoko and Osamu now, or what? I guess not. Just Mitoko.
本当にごめんね、毎日。
だからついでだって。
本当は私が作れればいいんだけど。
仕方ないってみんな言ってんじゃん。今本当に大変なのは先生なんだからさ。
せめて材料費だけでも出させてもらえないかな。このままじゃ申し訳なくて。
いらない。おさむくんは私の保護者だから、私が負担するのが正しいから。先生の分も置いてあるから、冷めないうちにどうぞ。
みとこち
ゃん、
私も食べてくるから。じゃね。
ありがとう。
She's just gonna willingly leave Asami's plate inside Osamu's room just like that. She's not even gonna fight it. She's just gonna accept it. That's not Mitoko. That's someone else. And this is probably the first time I've seen someone with their back turned in this game. And back to the dining room.
人の家の台所をジロジロ覗かないの。さもし。大家さん、さっきご飯作ってたよね。それが何も残ってない。私の夕食は？さもしいよ姫様。あんたは早く家に帰れ。
Oh, Mitoko's tearing up. But why? Her stomach hurts. Uh-oh. What could that be? And I'm assuming we're back to school. Yep.
はーい。日向坂さんは体調不良で欠席だそうです。
どうしたのかな、とこちゃん。昨日までは普通だったのに。
こっちはまだ何もしてないの。
Done anything yet?
なあ、長谷川。俺早退するから先生に言っといてくんない？
今すぐ自分で言え。目の前にいるでしょ。
Yeah, I think she can hear y'all. Oh, just like that. I thought we were gonna be here for a while. Okay. Back home it is. Does it still hurt? Toko was lying under a thick blanket, her eyes closed and face slightly pale. No matter how many times I wiped the sweat off her forehead, it would reappear soon enough. I'm sorry, Toko. I mean...
私が勝手にお腹壊したのに、おさむくんに謝られる筋合いはないな。
Toko wouldn't get out of bed even when it was time for Asami to head to work this morning. She knocked on Toko's door a couple times, and upon hearing no reply, decided to enter, only to find her writhing on the floor, clutching her belly in pain. I mean, I was so preoccupied with myself lately, I didn't notice you weren't feeling well.
気づかなくて当たり前だよ。今朝になって急に痛くなったんだもん。
When I heard the news, I jumped to my feet, even forgetting that I had a cast on my foot. My scream echoed across the district like we were in the middle of the Alps. Also, I feel guilty for not being able to do anything while you're suffering right in front of me.
そんなことないって。そばに誰かいるだけでも安心するんだからさ。
Thanks. It makes me happy to hear you say that.
嬉しいのは私だから。ありがとうね、おさむくん。
Even if you thank me, I'm not sure how to react. Well, I'm on a forced vacation myself at any rate.
そういえばそうだったね。おさむくん、今戦力外だったもんね。
That only works as a joke if the affected person brings it up himself. When you say it to my face like that, it kind of hurts, you know.
ごめん。せっかく再就職したのに残念だったね。
I haven't been laid off yet, okay? Oh no. I'm sorry. Are you okay? Where does it hurt? And so the man by Toko's side right now couldn't even make her prodige? I think that's how you say prodige, or bring her to the hospital, a true failure of a guardian. Well, we still had the tenants from room 1, 2, and 3, but I only wanted to turn to them for help in a worst case scenario. That still doesn't mean you're okay. At least, I wasn't. Hell, I was starting to feel the onset of a stomach ache myself. Don't talk, I'm begging you. I hated myself for not being able to do anything other than stroke her hair and moist forehead while she writhed in pain. My leg left me incapacitated. I wasn't used to playing nurse in general, and I couldn't take her pain for myself. Is there anything I can do? Just say anything. I don't think I can do much, though. I was starting to get weird ideas like how it would have been great if I could just absorb her pain into my useless right leg. That, in turn, only made me more conscious of the pain, so I promptly decided to leave that train of thought behind. Stroke what? Eh? Stroke it? Stroke what, Mirako? Yeah, Samu. Stroke what? Oh, her belly. Stroke? Like, with a hand? That's true. I didn't mean it that way. Like, my hand? That might have been more of a physiological thing. However, given that we couldn't rule out the possibility of her stomach ache being a fuck, I don't know why I can't pronounce words today. Physiological condition to begin with. Perhaps this could actually work. But that meant I have to put my hand on her. Toko. Sure. The way she looked at me with pleading eyes made me get my act together. Reaching out towards the belly, she still clutched in pain. I first gave it a soft pat. I then slowly moved my hand up and down, praying for Toko's pain to disperse. Huh? Huh? I was stroking it. Like that? Toko regarded my hand placed on the blanket around the area of her belly with cold eyes. I thought it would be better than nothing. Really? As my hand slowed down from having my best attempt at treatment utterly denied, Toko clutched it in her own sweaty palm. Wait, you can't. I'm going to be... I mean, Toko! My right hand got pulled inside the futon. I obviously couldn't see it from this perspective, but I imagine it was currently inside her undone pajamas, touching the skin of her belly directly. Okay. Her belly, which I was probably touching for the first time in my life, was cold enough to make my fingers feel somewhat chilly, but its softness and smoothness exceeded all my expectations. Toko. Not wanting to waste any time being dumbfounded by this unimaginable situation, I slowly began stroking her belly without realizing it myself. Perhaps it was my instincts as her guardian, wanting to liberate her from all pain, that guided my hand. I'm sorry.
しばらくそうしててね。
Okay. The temperature of my hand and her belly gradually balanced each other out, making us feel equally warm. My palm was traveling up and down her silky smooth and likely snow white belly. Does it still hurt?
ちょっとね。でも少し楽になったかも。
Sure, Minako. I see. That's good. My thumb met her belly button a few times, making me cautious of the fact that I was touching a girl. Nonetheless, I did my best to continue giving her warmth. I would be a complete failure of a guardian if I kept getting flustered over a common thing like this. Okay, Minako, relax with the moaning now, alright? I'm sorry, did I touch something? But Toko wasn't completely without blame. Letting out weird moans to distract. It was wrong of me to divert the blame to others at my age. ... Yeah, we're still back here. Okay. Way worse. Actually, my stomach would start hurting at least once a week when I was still in the elementary school.
そんなに?
We had rice for lunch every Thursday. That explains it. Actually, I should have endeavored to overcome it way back then. I wake up all sweaty every Thursday morning, instantly feeling pain around the area. I stroke the lower part of my belly with my free hand, the one that's stuck into the
こ
futon.
のあたり?
Toko guided my right hand to the same area of her own belly. I felt like my finger grazed a piece of cloth that weren't her pajamas.
でもさ、それじゃあ毎週休んでたの?
Until I realized I could retire early too.
なんじゃくもの。って私も人のこと言えないか。
I'm just happy I didn't end up being unable to go to school at all.
そっか。
I felt like I would have been pretty close to that back in my day. After all, no matter how many classes I skipped, there weren't any parents around who'd reprimanded or worry about me. All I had to do was say that I'd stay home for the day, and our housekeeper would contact the school for me and cook spaghetti for lunch with barely a word. As strange as that was, I would instantly feel better once it was clear I wouldn't be going to school that day.
ああ、あるある。お昼前にはもう起き出してきちゃってさ。
I didn't have the guts to go outside at times like that, but I find many ways to kill time inside the house.
普通にテレビ見てるとママに怒られるんだよね。でも寝なさいって言われてもちっとも眠くなくって。
Yeah. Despite what I just said, there was a small difference between us. I never experienced anyone getting angry at me for things like that.
いつの時代でも子供なんてみんな似たようなものだよね。
That sounds like something an old man would say.
おさむくんと話してるとさ、いつの間にかそっちの年齢に合わせちゃうんだよね。
Look, I'm pretty sure that was not something you should say to a young man still in his 20s, okay?
あと半年しか使えないね、そのセリフ。
It's okay. We have one person at my company who's 29 years and 56 months old.
往生際悪い。
You'll understand in a decade or so. Toko's belly twitched in concert with her laugh. My hand was still caressing her already warmed up skin at a stable pace. By the time I noticed it, Toko had already placed her hand on mine, but not so she could stop my treatment. How is it? Starting to feel better?
そうだね。だいぶ。
I see. That's good.
ありがとう、おさむくん。
Alright. We regarded each other with relieved smiles. But her hand on mine didn't change its position, nor did I stop caressing her belly either. In the end, I kept it up until she fell asleep.
おさむくん？
And she's still talking. So much as going to sleep, huh? ... Is he asleep? or rather, I actually continued doing it until I myself fell asleep and my hand slid out from under the futon. Dot dot dot.
ねえ、おさむくん。
Okay, I'm not gonna snore like that.
私もお腹痛くないよ。でもね、今度は胸がね、苦しいの。
But your heart hurts. Maybe a heartache? Dot dot dot. Well, we're back to school, so you already know the sound of that grunt. But I think that's a good stopping point for today's video. So, if you like today's video, don't forget to drop a like. If you have any comments or suggestions, comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to be on the lookout for the next The Most Forbidden Love in the World video, the next Amagami video, and the next Rondo Leaflet video. As always, everyone, thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Fuck. I'm like, oh fuck yeah, I'm about to record and it fucking exposes my whole background. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another The Most Forbidden Love in the World video. I'll be real honest, I don't really remember that much what happened the last time. Let's see here. Oh yeah, now I remember. Okay, so Osamu was walking with a... Oh my fucking god.